Lana Rhodes.
All right,
welcome to episode 3 of Devious Philosophy. I'm your host, Ethan Noor.
I'm your co-host, Carlen McLaughlin.
Another co-host, Amber Gadet.
And the last co-host, Tucker Sweet.
We'd like to thank you, Supplement King, today for sponsoring these water bottles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I like to stay hydrated.
All right, Carlen, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about a 2000 NBA betting scandal where the FBI opened an investigation on referee Tim Donaghy for fixing and using NBA knowledge to help bet on games.
All right, what evidence do we have that makes this believable?
Well, obviously the FBI opening a public investigation on the matter definitely helped provide a lot of evidence that he obviously was doing something strange. And Commissioner David Stern wouldn't release any public information on it, even though there was an FBI investigation saying what he was charged with, almost like he didn't want to admit that he knew stuff was going on. And he also started to fine and suspend referees for gambling and betting because he wanted to sweep everything under the rug that was involved with it.
And you said this was a public investigation?
Yes,
with the FBI?
public investigation with the FBI.
So that, and David Stern wouldn't release anything, so that's kind of suspicious to me.
Yeah, news sources were getting information from the FBI, and they were doing their own reports on it. But David Stern not releasing any statements on the matter definitely puts something fishy to it.
Do you think David Stern kind of orchestrated this?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, not that he orchestrated it, but from the reports, Tim Donaghy, he would use it to help out gambling like mobs and stuff. So he would give mobsters information on whether or not how the game was going to go, and he would promise a high success rate for the team they were betting on.
Okay.
Right.
What did the fans think after this kind of came out?
Well, fans obviously were rioting because obviously their favorite team sometimes is getting screwed over. It could be the difference between them getting a good lottery pick, difference between them making the playoffs, or even affecting a player's contract year.
Yeah, one game that comes to mind is when in 2002, Lakers and Kings, when the Kings kind of got screwed over.
Yes.
And with free throws and stuff. And not getting calls.
Yeah, definitely, because this investigation wasn't just on the 2006-2007 season. It was also 2002 to 2003, or 2001 to 2002, and then 2005 to 2006 as well.
A lot of seasons just had gamble on that.
All where these suspicious activities were happening while Tim Donaghy was an official on the game.
Yeah. So do you think it was only Tim Donaghy that was doing this? Do you think all
definitely not if other referees were getting suspended and fined for even just being kind of involved in this or officiating with him. Obviously, they all had to play a part, I'm guessing.
Because I assume he'd come into the locker room before the game and something like that and tell them, and then they'd be like, all right. And
he's getting paid $200,000 here per game to fix these games.
Probably from multiple sources too.
Yeah, he would rate games for maybe 3 different third party.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
celebrities and stuff.
Yeah, he's promising friends, mobsters, definitely celebrities that he's going to give them this high success rate on these bets.
And maybe get a cut of everything that
he's getting a cut of I think in one of the reports he got a cut from $30,000 from a notorious drug dealer in I think it was New York at the time.
Yeah.
It could have even been players and GMs too.
Yeah,
they want their team to win. I mean,
even just to up their averages points per game, a player could pay him and get more free throws given to him. That still ups the points per games, makes their contract year look bigger, better.
And maybe it could be the opposite. Some NBA guy wanted this guy to do really bad for his contract year because he wanted to get paid instead of the other guy.
And nowadays, I know I'm pretty sure they've changed it. Is the refs are getting paid a lot more now. So
definitely.
These things that they'll get paid to screw over a game, they're getting paid more. So that money doesn't mean a whole lot to them.
Yeah, definitely trying to eliminate the third-party factor of affecting games.
Yeah.
But there's also another kind of scandal going on. I can't exactly remember the referee's name, but they call him the Extender. And he actually was in place
I know who that
this year's playoffs between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
Try to get it to overtime, get more league revenue.
I believe what team was down, and it ended up going to a 7-game series. The Timberwolves, and they won 3 straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Timberwolves were down.
How do you feel about Denver and your Denver Nuggets?
As a Nuggets fan, I wasn't very happy about this. I was watching the series, and yeah, they absolutely cooked them with the fouls and the free throws.
Oh, yeah. As a Jazz fan, I'm outraged as well.
Yes.
Didn't even make the playoffs.
As a Raptors fan, I am very it just irks me that happened.
Yes, even the 2024 Olympics this year seen some referee favorment to Team France. 21-2 free throws, I believe it was in the first half for France against Canada.
I mean, that was in Paris, so
yeah. Well, obviously,
they absolutely cooked.
Yeah,
It's like French. It's like French people here.
Yeah,
that's
going
why,
up to Edmonton.
That's why we like English, right?
Yeah, Okay.
Indeed. All right, let's get back on this talk.
I like that they call him the extender. That's it.
Yeah. Well, he's it's the facts
the game
proven
going.
it.
How did the believers of this scandal really connect? Did they connect over the internet? Did they connect over news?
Social
sources?
medias and websites are just getting uploaded at the time, so obviously these stories are going to be bigger on social media, but definitely the big New York Times and stuff posting this stuff, and definitely just having the FBI even announce that it's a public investigation, and that's where they're getting all their information from, is really providing them with all the information they need to believe this.
So that would be on news sources, newspapers, just
newspapers,
the daily news on TV,
even channels and all that.
So you said this happened 2001, 2002 as well?
Yeah, but the investigation didn't open until 2007.
So 20. So it was 22 years ago at this point in time.
Yeah.
When it first happened. Yeah. What else happened?
How's this scandal or conspiracy theory changed over the last couple of years? Has it grown in popularity?
It definitely hasn't grown in the specific one hasn't grown in popularity, but definitely other ones, especially the extender, has grown in popularity. But this one kind of got swept under the rug once Adam Silver came into play.
This also was before social media. Nowadays, someone can take a poop halfway through a game.
Paul Pierce.
Exactly. And it's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's oh, I wonder what he did today.
Or it's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They're every sports.
We're not talking about
post and
football.
every ESPN post has been made.
Let's keep it to
Let's keep
basketball.
it basketball related here.
It's just how it is.
Angry.
Yeah,
Screw Travis Kelce.
So I feel I see a random TikTok video on Tim Donaghy every 2 months, and it'll be just about some awful calls that he's made.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
If you watch the calls, it is absolutely.
I'd like to have a video of him mic'd up back in these days.
I'm pretty sure there's a documentary about it.
I think there is. Yes.
That doesn't say he doesn't with Tim Donaghy. He doesn't say that he did it, but he kind of hints to it that he did.
Yeah, it definitely puts some more facts definitely adds some fuel to the fire.
Do you think David Stern tried to sweep it under the rug at that time because it would tarnish the league's reputation?
Definitely, because once this happens, really, you lose faith in your refs.
Yeah.
Fans, coaches, players, team owners, they all lose faith in the dignity of the referee.
So loud.
I think a nuke just went off.
Do you think
All right, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break here and acknowledge our sponsor,
Supplement King.
Supplement King. So, do you want to stay?
Put it close to the camera.
Do you want to stay hydrated, but also be in style? What you need is a Supplement King bottle right here, and these are just the most fashion things as of recent. They also have a lot of protein stuff. They have creatine, trend, gear, anything that you need to get big. As you can see, we all are fans of Supplement King from the muscles that we have. We try and stay active. We try and stay active.
Yes. Yeah, trend really helps some days.
This water is so good.
Oh yeah.
And it's because of the bottle.
Back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you think fans started to, after this scandal came out, do you think fans got or starting to wonder if this happened earlier in earlier years about this?
Oh yeah, definitely. I can definitely see this happening in the 90s and early 80s and stuff, especially with Michael Jordan around.
I think Michael Jordan definitely had.
I think everybody's seen the clip of Michael Jordan in 2003 with the Wizards, and he comes up to the ref, and the ref literally says to Michael Jordan, "His hands. I didn't see his hands on him, but I believe you, Michael."
That's true.
That's just such a
that did actually happen.
This is such a bad clip, and it just makes the referees look so bad. He's giving Michael Jordan a call.
Michael Jordan doesn't need calls. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. He was 40 years old, and he was the worst player at that time.
Dude, no, he was leading his league.
He was
points.
all right. He had 20 points per
He
game.
was leading
in
his team in
2002.
points.
Yeah, it was the Wizards, the 2003 Wizards. Who was on that team?
02. Jerry Stackhouse.
Bum.
He's a local legend.
Local legend.
There's no such
He
thing as
is
a
not
local
a
legend
local
in the NBA.
In Washington. Who? You know Jerry Stackhouse?
Who?
Okay.
Exactly.
Say you have no knowledge.
You have no knowledge.
All right, man.
Yeah, so I think it definitely could have happened in the 90s, especially where, well, there's all the draw gambler assumptions and conspiracies too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that could have been tied in with it with the refs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, what did you think before doing this information gathering about this? What did you think before? Did you think it was real, or do you think it was just a fake investigation?
I mean, definitely having the FBI open the investigation definitely led me to believe that it was real. And especially with all the information nowadays, I did believe that it was real. But even now, after doing all this investigation and getting all this research, I definitely believe that this did happen and it is real.
I personally think after this podcast, I do think it was real. I definitely do think that they were breaking games in favor of multiple people and even players.
Yeah.
Denver?
I think it's also true. I mean, my conspiracy also kind of ties in with this, so we'll get to that next episode. But yeah, he's definitely some big games, I think.
Tucker?
I honestly didn't know this was a thing. Like, I'm not surprised because there's definitely been stuff like this before. Like, there's been like the guy on the Raptors this year.
Oh yes.
You know his name? I can't think of it.
I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he would purposely
Do bad.
go in the game, get his 4 points that he needed, his 2 rebounds, his assist, and then go out of the game and say he was injured and leave the arena and make tons of money from it.
Yeah.
Because he was only getting paid what, $800,000.
And he got released.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
You know he got banned.
Yeah,
from
he
the
got
NBA.
banned from the NBA.
He's banned for life.
He was just a role player. Like he didn't get very many minutes. He
yeah.
might have played 5-10 minutes, maybe even less.
There's
than
like
that
him
game.
and Grady Dick coming off the bench that year.
No, it was Grady Dick and this guy just at the end of the bench as a reserve.
Yeah, like that's why I'm not surprised. Like, I didn't know this was a thing, but you've seen stuff like this before in all kinds of sports.
You just don't
like,
realize it at first.
Yeah, you don't think of it. You're like, oh, that guy just sucks. But who knows? Maybe he's getting money for doing sucking. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
If you dig a little deeper into it, maybe you find some facts and clues to maybe think. Otherwise, maybe he's doing something for alternative motives.
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely believe it's true. You've definitely changed my mind, even though I came from nothing. But
Yeah.
I actually need an opinion on something. What do we think about the KD call in the finals where he steps out of bounds, catches the ball, and throws it back in with no out of bounds?
Absolutely ridiculous. The fact that they have VAR nowadays and they still didn't call this, I thought that was absolute blasphemy. And the Rockets should have went to the finals that year.
Yeah. What would we say? At least a foot out of bounds.
It was 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
the
it was.
Warriors
Yeah.
swept the Cavs that year.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
That's a
Bad,
horrible
really
call.
bad call.
What do we think that is? Do we think that's just a horrible call, or do we think that's kind of ties into this almost? He's trying
I think it's a bit of both. Because,
he's trying to give the upcoming Warrior dynasty what they need.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
He's trying to make Steph Curry the GOAT.
Yeah.
The other another controversial call is in Grown Ups when
foot is on the line.
His foot was on the
His
line.
foot was on the
His
line.
foot was on the line. I can't think of his name right now.
Lenny Fader?
Lenny Fader.
Lenny
Fader. His
Yes.
foot, was it on the line?
It was on the line.
I think it was on the line.
I think it was online. I think that's
In the movie, in the
I'm with
video
the-
replay,
I'm
his
with the
foot
antagonist
is
in
on
this
that
one.
line.
I'm with the antagonist
Yeah,
on
I
this
am
one.
too. Yeah, that is a bad call by the referee. He was paid by Lenny Fader to make
He
that
knew Lenny
call.
Fader was the main character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's going Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah, and guess what? The guy ended up being an ice cream server.
Yeah.
That had it was just such a bad thing.
Lost
Yeah.
water.
Okay.
Shake my head.
Well, that's.
Well, thank you for watching episode 3 of Devious D's Philosophy. We will catch you next time.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.